Well, we are going.
Right, yeah.
That's usually what happens to me.
We got 5 minutes yet.
Well, I normally don't because I
You-
don't go until the afternoon. So Jess is off, so I've been doing it today.
So it looks like she's gonna
I
want
see the
time.
regular. He's got a gray cloud over him.
Right.
Yep.
But she gets that at the beginning.
I hope she signed in.
I bet she did. Did you sign in, Tiff?
I did.
Aren't you awesome? Thank you. Legible, Katie.
Yeah.
Legible.
It's supposed to be a doctor. What happened?
That's fine if you want to.
We go over here, so I can.
That's fine. And that's just so we know who to put in the minutes, as Kyle's figuring out who everybody is. Kyle's had a rough day.
Today?
Mm-hmm. Reading meters is not easy.
Oh, yeah. We're not at the 20th yet, are we?
No, that's when they come out. But we read them on
Oh,
the
that's
15th,
right.
and the
That's
15th
right.
is a week.
Yep. Today is the 17th.
Wow. And
Oh,
Tuesday.
at that, yes.
Thursday, we're going to the league dinner out at Lakeview. It's in their new community center. $450,000. Yeah, I've been there once for some training. It's nice. We can get you a chair, Aaron.
Just take Alex's chair. He's not coming.
Yeah,
he's not
he's
coming.
not going to be here. Go ahead.
We don't have to sit by but.
We would sure let you. Oh, goodness gracious. Thank you. And here's a copy.
What?
Here's the other. I
Is that
don't
the
know.
one?
Okay.
This is the one where they're all
Okay.
separate.
Okay.
Do the 5-second reviews.
Inside and I'll hear the box in. It's like, oh. Bend over.
Here, take my.
No.
Good. Unless you
And
want.
I wish you have been trained. So he's so good.
What about it?
I don't know if I can ask a question before we start.
You better wait.
Yeah, you better wait.
No, I just,
Because it's just you two with that. Just because you were talking about, yeah. Not Mitch. That was.
Where'd we lose Kyle at?
I wait by the copy.
he's working with the competition.
Uh-huh.
I think we need to add on since we're getting so many people that come to the meeting.
I would like, that's why we got that drinking fountain out of there. So my next suggestion is to find some paint somewhere in one of these buildings and then replace those 2 chairs and get more chairs.
Yeah, because that's a waste of space.
Yeah, and those chairs are, you might as well sit on them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, are we ready to get started? Call the meeting to order. Let's approve the agenda.
Oh, you're fine.
Wanting to move some stuff around or.
Yes, we are wanting to move a couple of things around. We want Hudson's Crew splash pad. We're going to do that first. As soon as we get done with, we're going to give, I assume we have public wants to talk. Okay. We're going to give her 5 minutes, and then we'll do the splash pad. Does that work for everybody?
I'll make a motion to amend the agenda. Hudson's Crew first, after the.
I'll second that.
Thank you.
Cody's first, Nicole is second. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. All right. Citizens, opportunity to address the council. Anybody else besides Tiffany? I don't think so.
I know you have a copy, but I made one for Grover's also.
I will.
Does that go over here?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
First of all, I would like to welcome the new council members, the new mayor, and hello to the previous. The last time that I was here to speak was on 5/5 of 2025. As a direct result of me speaking, unimaginable things have happened to me. On 6/17 of 2025, I was called into the office of Sheriff Steve Nelson and presented with a complaint that was given to the sheriff's office in regards to me leaking confidential information to the sheriff's office. Information in regards to a death in city limits on 6/10 of 2025. I was shocked. I truly had no idea what Nelson was talking about. On 6/10 of 2025, the day of the death, I was in West Bend at a softball game for my oldest granddaughter, and I was off of work spending time with family until 6/17 of 2025, the day that I was called to Nelson's office. As a result, an investigation was opened. I was cleared of any wrongdoing shortly after. However, a large article in the Record Democrat ran the next week with all of the false accusations posted right on the front page. The paper had been advised that it was an open investigation and neither the sheriff's office nor myself could speak on the matter until the case was closed. They chose to print it anyway. At this time, I got my union rep involved and took her advice to file a complaint to the city against Chief Alex Liu due to the fact that in said investigation, it was stated that the information going around came directly from Chief Liu. I reached out to City Hall for a complaint form, and I was told that they didn't have one just to come in and visibly talk to Mrs. Holmes about it. I knew that that was false information, and I dug around the internet and found one. Shortly after, I was emailed a copy from Mrs. Holmes. Months went by with not a word at all, completely believing that Holmes and Liu had swept this under the rug. On Friday, August 29th, I got a call from a male stating that he was an investigator that the city had hired and wanted to interview me. By this time, I had hired legal counsel for my union rep. I directed him to my attorney. The following week, I met with Mr. Thomas and was interviewed. I was told that this would be finished in 21 days. I would get a copy of his findings. I have yet to get a copy of the findings. After weeks of not hearing anything, I reached out to Mr. Holmes on Monday, October 27th. At this time, he told me that he had given his report to the city. Several more weeks passed. My attorney tried to get the paperwork and reports with no avail. On Tuesday, 1/27 of 2026, 224 days, I finally received the letter from the city, the letter that I presented to you guys. In that letter, I would like to, the highlighted, the investigator concluded the complaint that Lou spoke to the media about this matter. That was unfounded. The complaint that I made allegations to the community members implying that I shared confidential information was founded, that Alex Liu started that. This letter clearly states Alex Liu, chief of police in Pocahontas, fabricated and lied about me personally, starting this circus with an investigation, the investigator, the city, the PD, and the sheriff's office, all to find out that Chief Alex Liu lied. It's in black and white. Lou is held to a code of conduct, and this is a clear violation of his conduct. This is the type of person that we want running and protecting our city. How I got brought into this, I will never get the actual truth, I'm sure, but I believe it is a direct consequence to me speaking at this meeting on 5/5 of 2025. It floors me that we have hired someone so vindictive. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Tiffany. Anybody else? Any other citizens? Let's call splash pad.
Yeah. Yeah, come on, speaker, be.
This is who again?
Jessica Wilson.
Jessica.
Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. Hey, I'm just turning you up. We all have a picture of your picture.
Yes, perfect. Hi, everyone. So I just wanted to get thoughts, approval, all that good stuff from you guys for the splash pad safety sign. So I've done a lot of research on a lot of different signs and looked at everyone else's wording. And I think West Bend does a really great job encompassing all the important things. So that was going to be, instead of reinventing the wheel, like I'm going to use their wording for ours, but I wanted to see if there was anything that anyone felt like we needed to add, anything that needed to come off, or if you feel like that looks good to go.
Can I say one thing, Jess?
Yeah.
I'm not sure the 9 o'clock will work. We might need to pair that up with when the pool closes for access to the bathrooms.
Oh, okay.
But it's just a thought. I'm not sure on that yet, but.
Yeah, and that actually, I don't think the bathrooms will be an issue because I did talk to Cole about that, and he said that there was not an Iowa law that said we had to. Also knowing that technically in Albert Park there's bathrooms.
Okay, I know that too. I'm just checking.
Yeah. Yes, no, that's a great point to bring up. But yeah, he said that it actually wouldn't be a problem. So,
Okay,
cool. Totally up to, yeah. But yeah, because that's the other question. So if you felt like the safety wording was good, then yeah, that would be the other question is hours of operation. So for anyone who's not familiar, the splash pad, there's a computer, and so it will only run between the hours that you tell it to. And so, like, let's say you pick 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., it doesn't still continuously run. Someone has to go and you touch what's called an activator, and this is standard for any flash pad. So you just touch it, and then it starts. But, like, if you determine 9 a.m. as your start time, if someone shows up at 8 a.m. and they touch it, it will not start for them because we're able on the computer to program those hours. So hopefully that makes sense. I will say, yeah, I feel like the 8 to 8 or 9 to 9 have been popular. I've been at Emmitsburg before. They don't open till 11, and I can tell you there was a lot of angry parents at 10 a.m. calling City Hall asking them to turn it on earlier. So I don't know if they've changed the hours, but that definitely seemed too late. So
I'm fine with the 9 a.m. It just might be the 9 p.m. We might have to pull that back.
sorry, say that again.
I said we might have to change that closing time is all, just maybe.
Sure, we can look into that more. Are you thinking 9 a.m. start time though?
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Okay. And is there any thoughts on, again, and I know it'll probably take time, you guys can all look at this, and if you think of things that you think need to be added on that you need to our location or anything like that, we can certainly add to this list of safety rules.
Okay.
We need to do anything with this right now? Or
You want us to decide now, Jess, or do you want to get in touch with me after I get some notes?
Just if I could have a decision by March 2nd, that way I can make sure that we have plenty of time to have the signage complete. Because I think everyone probably knows, you probably saw in the paper, we do have the funding. Sandy Construction from Humboldt, they are the ones that did the Fort Dodge splash pad. They will be doing it, and they said weather permitting, they should be able to start in April, so there's a chance it could be done in May, which is really exciting that we would have it so early. So that would be the only reason why I want to make sure we have that safety sign done well in advance before opening. So if by March 2nd, you could give me feedback on that, that would be great.
Sure. Yep, we can do that.
So, otherwise, I don't know, anyone have any questions or needs from me?
I'm getting a couple no's, Cody.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody's good right now.
Okay, sounds good. Well, thank you for your time. I appreciate everyone's input.
All right, we'll see you.
All right, bye.
Bye.
All right. Let's approve the previous minutes. Do you have those two?
They should be.
Any changes?
I did.
The one
Yeah.
we printed
Yeah.
out.
The ones I printed are the updated ones this afternoon, if they're in your stack. It should be. Yep. I don't see it.
It's probably
Keep going. I can make copies. You can keep moving along in chapter 7 resolution.
I don't see that at all.
Okay. What you gonna do? I'm a big girl.
All right, let's move on to approving of the bills. Are there any bills anybody's got a problem with?
This one.
It's an estimate.
No, it's a full, but what is it for? I mean, what are they getting?
We haven't got to it yet. I don't.
What's-
Can we double check on that Woods situation and see what the perks are for what gets charged at Woods?
Yeah, I think we need to have, my,
Policy, the
do we
who
have a
can
policy
charge
for that?
and what for.
I had too much paper going on here. Because I got a problem with Woods. I want to see the receipts, and apparently there are none. I think we're gonna have to pay it this time, but I think it needs to be,
Which one?
the Woods
Yep.
receipts.
I've
I
already
think we need
emailed
to
them.
Tell everybody that, they need to bring those receipts.
Okay.
So that we can see them. Thankfully, it's not a lot of money, but, they are not allowed to buy their pop or
I'm not.
beverage. I know, but I'm just saying that that's not a good use of taxpayer money. I asked about family table meals, who and why,
That's a given.
huh?
That's a given. I
It
mean,
is a given.
when you're out moving snow at 2:00, it says, it used to say in the old handbook that if you're called out, any department called out 2 hours before their regular start time, that the city will provide them breakfast. And like I say, we used to go out and.
And that's fine.
No,
I
and
don't
then
have
we'll
a
see,
problem
just
with that.
automatic was,
But,
everybody we met at 7:00 at the family table, had breakfast, and everybody
Yep.
went back to
And-
cleaning and moving snow. I mean,
I've seen that happen before.
and there's been a time or two that we've had to work all into the night and
Yep.
stuff like that.
Yep.
And we went to Pizza Ranch and
Yep.
at 8:00 and got a pizza or two or
Yep.
Casey's and
Yep.
paid for it and turned the bill.
I don't have a problem with that. It's just that there was no explanation with that. And I would like some form of explanation as to, why that was. At least just say, meals for the guys because they were pushing snow or they were
Yeah,
moving, whatever.
It was
Yeah, I can get you that.
February 3rd, I think, on the bill there for family table, which I don't think we've had snow in the last 2 weeks, but That would have been the day after our last meeting.
Was that the bill or was that when the bill was sent out?
I believe it said it was the thing on the receipt, but I could double check.
itself, I think.
Yeah.
This one here for Silent Appliance.
Yep.
It was for Scott signed it and stuff like that for
Something for the shop.
something heater city shop, yeah. I just-
Yep. We needed
The
something.
70 degrees pressure switch. Yep.
Must have been a switch gone bad and we didn't have one.
I also asked about the Visa credit card charge receipt. There needs to be receipts provided for the credit card. Just so that we can keep track of who's spending what money. That's all I'm most concerned about, the taxpayers' money. Anybody else got a question? Dewey, what was that one? I don't.
What is this quote for?
That's for something I talked about with Cody and I know you were looped in on it.
I'm sorry, I'm not.
Maybe if we do shower houses up at Albert Park, that would be our sewer.
Yeah.
So that's just a quote or an
Rough.
estimate or
Yeah.
Okay.
it's
yeah,
not
yeah.
written in stone in
No,
the
no,
board.
well, I was gonna say for $12,000, I was wondering if we were getting.
No, not a
That
thing.
was making sense.
Nothing yet. I can get these signed.
And let me just grab guys. It does need these signed from you guys.
Those are the ones you approved at the last meeting.
So they the last two pages, please. So we're-
Nope.
oh, they're coming around.
No. You need
They
this.
can.
There.
Thank you. Is that what you get for me?
Okay, did we do the previous minutes?
We have the new ones now.
All right, did we find them?
Yes. They were on the printer.
Got a resolution.
I came in this morning and had updated a couple because the previous one said resolution 2 was tabled, but that was approved January 5th. So the new one reflects that it was approved prior. And then resolution 8, it says eliminated, but that correction wasn't made. That was tabled until this meeting. We're going to discuss it further. So that change still needs to be made, that it was tabled and not eliminated.
Okay.
And then resolution 9, on here, it said that it was motion and approved, but again, that was already approved on January 20th. So that change wasn't made either.
That was the 20th meeting.
Yep.
Okay.
So do we have a motion to approve them with the corrections?
Yeah, I'll motion to approve with those two addendums.
I will second that then.
Do we?
Thank you.
All right. Let's get some of this old business taken care of. Review the verbiage added to resolution 0126, the social media
Christy,
verbiage.
before moving on, do we want to approve the
I'm
bills, the new bills?
The new bills.
Did we ever motion and approve the new, paying the new bills?
Motion to pay the new bills.
And that's this whole file here.
Mhm.
That's not what we signed. The sign was ones that have already been paid.
Correct.
Yeah. That's the only way to do it when we're saving money.
I'll make a motion to approve the bills that are presented to us. And I would like to discuss those policies for charging via the city account in other locations at a previous time.
At another time.
Yeah.
Second that.
Cody? Just a note for myself. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Verbiage on 1. Don't see number 1. Okay.
This was the code of conduct that we've been tabling around, yeah. Laura and I kind of worked together to get it to reflect the two things we wanted, with it being applicable to all city representatives, including mayor, pro tem, council, administrator, clerk, department heads, and anyone appointed or elected. So that's now defined and again encompasses all of those individuals. And then we wanted to kind of add in the fact that if you choose to post on social media or make, public comments, that one, you're not making any comments that would suggest anything because of your role as a public official, and two, that things you're posting on your own personal page need to be kind of identified that they are your personal reflections and not that of the city.
So is that in here now? I did
Yes.
not reread that.
Yep. So you have the resolution in itself, basically adopting it, and then again defining who is a city representative. And then the Exhibit A is the actual code of conduct itself. And basically it was just condensing what we already had. And the only addition, or I guess the only addendum, was using the term city representative instead of purely council. And then again, the social media relations and kind of how you're conducting yourself in that manner.
I like that, city representative.
Motion to approve. One.
Any other discussion? Second? Julie's gonna second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
We need roll call on that. That's the resolution.
I kind of think we might, because we got it listed out here, so. I'm gonna roll call. Harrison,
Aye.
Stover.
Not here.
Oops, Stover's not here. Flaherty,
Aye.
DeWall,
Aye.
Van Dam.
Aye.
Just for clarification, we should all probably have an official copy of this and sign it as accepting that code of conduct for all of us.
Good idea. Good idea. Okay.
For just council or for everybody.
For all the ones listed in the code of conduct.
We voted on it, so.
Yeah.
All right. Done with that one. How about number 2? Previously approved library verbiage is already in the code. Oh, I see. Resolution number 2. That's the one that technically that's been approved.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then we added a little library blurb, and Nicole's right, it's already in the code.
It's
So it
already
wouldn't
in
need to
there,
be-
so we don't need to worry about that. All right. I am going to go ahead and sign this. Did we do do we need to do a resolution or a motion and
No, it's already been approved. The other meeting.
sign this
Yeah.
one? And then over here. All right, number 2 is taken care of.
Okay.
Review updates resolution number 6, the streaming policy. And that's the one that
So I sent out the updated version, and then Laura contacted, what'd you say, the league?
Yep.
And so for both resolution 6 and resolution 10, we don't technically need resolutions for them. They're just policies that we're going to be enacting.
Yeah.
And so kind of you can disregard the resolution portion. But I think the policies and essentially, especially for the complaint form, when we talk about it later, there's a complaint policy and a complaint form as well. So the resolution portion doesn't really matter anymore. But as far as the live streaming policy on here, again, pretty much everything we had already been made aware of. Making sure that this isn't replacing in-person meetings, that there will be no public participation via electronic means unless for some reason it's granted from us. Yeah, made in advance. That it's not a guarantee that that streaming will occur. It's just something that, we'll make every effort to do so. Obviously, we'll not be streaming any closed sessions or anything outside of the law that we can't. Left it pretty broad as to where these will be living, because I feel like that could change and adapt as social media platforms come and go and our website changes and software. Yeah, where they're stored, where they're posted, wherever you want to say. Doesn't infringe like public participation. And then
Are we buying that? I mean, are we?
That's, well, from our understanding, our previous discussion was we want to know that we have a streaming policy to enact before we purchase equipment. At this point, we have both. So if we can.
So do we need to take a vote on this streaming policy?
Yeah.
You want to take a roll call vote on it?
Yeah, for sure.
I would just, have we done anything with our website?
Not yet.
Yeah.
We can put it on the website as
No, but I just mean, I had said once I would really like to get worked on a website.
Yeah.
Maybe more streaming.
Well, the website's going to take some time, I think. And I think getting this going would be to our benefit in the long run.
I've been trying to have that website and social media in my reports for 4 meetings later tonight, requesting it be on the next agenda, and it's never popped up. So I agree, we need to have that discussion sooner rather than later.
That website, I don't know what we need. What do we need to discuss about the website? I mean, where are we at on it?
we would have to pay for special features and find out the charges of what they'd be. Because we would need more features enacted on the website.
With our whoever we currently have, correct?
Yeah,
but we haven't done any research into like.
Oh, we have.
Other options.
We have.
Okay, I meant with this current council.
With this current council.
Recently upon discussion, yeah. Because I think there's other options we can certainly research and explore in local individuals that would be interested to.
Next agenda.
Yep, I can bring it up on the next one.
So do we want to, do you want to table that until you have the website, or you feel comfortable voting on it?
I'll vote.
All right, let's do,
See how it goes.
is there a motion for the streaming policy?
I'll make a motion to adopt the streaming policy and go forward with the purchase of equipment at this point.
Second,
I'll second it.
Beth? I'm gonna do roll call. So Harrison.
Aye.
Stowe isn't here. Flaherty.
Aye.
DeWall.
No.
Van Dam.
Aye.
All right. Motion carried, I believe. Resolution number 8, appointment of city administrator. Verbiage. What was, it was,
There is really no term.
because you have a contract. All right, so we took that part out.
Yep.
Correct?
So in my mind, we don't need a resolution.
I don't think so
Right?
either.
Just eliminate it.
That one can go.
But is it in our code that we have to appoint?
So our code for the city administrator chapter has no term attached to it.
But does it say we have to appoint?
I couldn't find in the yearly, annual appointments or anything like that. I couldn't find anything related to the mayor, just the clerk.
Under the city administrator part?
Correct.
No.
It doesn't say anything about, it just says they're like appointed, like the very first sentence says city administrator is appointed by council, And I took that to mean once they're hired, that person is appointed at that point and then is only terminated.
That's the
And
way
it
I read
doesn't
it.
say that it has to be done every,
Mm-mm.
doesn't have to get that changed.
All right, so we're not going to do anything with that one, right? Now, under old business, we have discussed the proposed wage increase for the library. I'm not exactly sure how we want to word this. Do we have any?
Yep, your spreadsheet has green and blue on it, or yellow, something. I worked with Lola today,
Okay,
and this is with a 50-cent raise that goes into effect now. And then her part-timer would get their raise, whatever it is in July, if and however that
oh,
comes.
is that it?
So the difference from,
Can you explain the columns for me?
yeah. So this is who our part-timers are.
Right.
Deb Bevins does the cleaning, and so wouldn't be, in this same bracket.
So the first column is current,
Current pay.
Current pay,
the second column is,
what it would be,
third column is,
what their wages were in January after their taxes, after they brought home for the whole month.
fourth column,
So then if you divide it out, that's their hours worked.
what's the last
And
column?
then if you times it by the new wage, that extra 50 cents, the difference is down there at the bottom, 163.73 a month. Is all it would cost us for March, April, May, and June to give this raise now.
So, well, did you ask for a dollar raise or a 50-cent?
I asked for $1. I did.
That's what I thought.
But I didn't know what you guys, but I went back to what you could do with your budget. If you had it, to add it to it. But yes, I did go to $1 because we were talking about
Swimming pool.
the ones at the swimming pool are already at $11.50. So, and I feel our,
It would still be quite minimal, even if we did $1.
Double your.
Yeah.
yeah, and I mean, to me, the 11.50 or the moving them to 12.50 or the starting, and use that as a base pay if I have to hire new again, we can start at 12.50 instead,
There you go.
which might make it easier to find some people that are willing to
Or to keep
them part-time and to keep them. Yes, I mean, that's the crux of everything. So that's why
I think I took the 50 cents from a couple of years ago, so I'm sorry.
that's okay. That was, because then I figured out hours worked a week, it should be 86 or $86 if you added $1 every week. So then take that times 4. And that would get you a total for the, I have to do this, I'm sorry.
If we times this by 2,
Yeah.
325 roughly.
I'll make a motion to increase the library by $1.
I'll
We're gonna
second that.
say March 1st for this or right now,
Say next,
Yeah, next pay period.
which is over.
We got Cody and Nicole. That's great. All in favor?
I,
Let's do a roll call. Harrison,
Aye.
Sandong,
I,
Sewall,
Aye.
Dewey.
I,
All righty. Moving right along. Just thinking. Moving right along. New business. A visit from Mary Jo Litweiler, Economic Development.
Yeah. I'm Mary Jo, Economic Development, and this is Jess. She is my president of the Economic Board. And so each year we come before the council to share some information, just some highlights of what we've been doing, and appreciate your support that the city has given us every year. And so just want to share some of the highlights that we've been doing. The first one that I gave you was a community cafe program. And we just started it February 1st. It's from the visioning committee that we have. And we wanted to do something for the county because the congregate meals from Pocahontas and Rolfe are no longer. So the only congregate meals we have is in Lorenz. We looked at the possibility of combining and having Rolfe people, Pokey, Havelock, whoever, to go to Lorenz or find a driver, combine it. But Lorenz would have to hire another person. We'd have to find drivers. It was just more work than we thought it would work out. And so we came up with the community cafe program. So 65 and older in the county, and then they get a card. They have to go to city halls, get a card. And then Tuesdays and Thursdays, they can get a meal. It's bringing revenue to our different towns. Gilmore City's participating. Fonda has Highway 7, Woods Supermarket, and then Heartland and Rolfe. And so it brings revenue to them. And it gets the elderly out and about and communicating and socializing. And I think they've lost a lot of that. So the cafe program has been going very well. I will tell you, it freaked us out a little bit because we initially did like 100 cards, and now we're done over 250 cards, which is great. But I can tell you that Pocahontas itself has given out 81 cards. Rolfe 23 cards, and Elderbridge had a list of people that were here before with Rolfe and Pokey, and they gave out 15, Gilmore City 15, and Fonda gave out 18. And so it's going very well, and it shows you that there's a need. And so we're doing a trial until April 30th, and we'll see how it works out. So far, there was a little confusion at the beginning because we said we'll pay up to $5. And some people thought, oh, I can buy a $20 meal and you're going to pay 15 of it, and they're going to pay $5. No, the whole idea is to maybe get a special that's $10 and they pay $5, we pay $5. And so I just want to say it's gone very well. We're excited about it. I got a phone call from a lady the other day that said, thank you so much for doing this. And 7 of my friends hopped in a car, went to Fonda, and had lunch together one day, and they loved it. They loved getting out. So that's one of the things that your money has gone to. And then we also have the Inspire Poco that we're doing, and Jess will talk about that.
Yeah, so a couple of years ago, I don't know if you guys remember, the Pocahontas County Foundation and the Economic Development partnered together, and we did Inspire Poco of 2023, I believe. We had some participants. They did multiple sessions, so we're bringing that back in 2026. Starting in March, we're doing 3 sessions. They're 2 hours apiece, and we're really focusing on leadership and what kind of leadership qualities we need in the county. We've got Brenda Clark Hamilton coming in. She is going to be doing the speech for us. She's focusing on 3 different topics. The first one is communication. So a little bit of what's the best communication style. Sometimes we text when we should be calling. Sometimes we're emailing when we should be having face-to-face. A little bit of guidance on that, as well as some better ways to communicate with people and what are some different styles. The second one is emotional intelligence. So how often do you have a conversation with people and it feels like they just might not get it? So how do we break through that barrier of they understand things a little bit different compared to us? And then what kind of compassion do we give people along with that? And then the third one is those crucial conversations. So we all have to have those hard conversations that we might not really want to have. That's a little bit of guidance on how do we do that? What's the best way to deliver the message? All of those sessions are $25. And as of right now, I think we have how many people signed up?
27.
27. So one, that's also what your guys' dollars are going for, is the inspire the leadership within the county. But we also wanted to invite you guys to come and participate. It's 2 hours on March 13th, April 10th, and May 8th. That is this form that's in your packet. Okay.
And encourage anybody else that you know that would like to take part in it. We do have actually a couple people from Fort Dodge coming. And so it's not for just the county, it's for people outside our county. So that's one of the things too that we're doing. And then Jumpstart, as you hopefully you see in the paper that there's various businesses starting throughout the county. And we gave out over 10 Jumpstart in the last year and a half, Jumpstart grants for different businesses, and 6 of those are here in Pocahontas. So Pocahontas sees those businesses, you see extra revenue for various, businesses, and not only those businesses. And then we did, do all the kaleidoscopes throughout the county, and worked with Parker, and we got a grant. And so we'll be doing influencer and podcasts that will be promoting all the life-size kaleidoscopes throughout the county, and looking to do a bus tour during Heritage Days for that. And it all starts here in Pocahontas. And so, Pocahontas is seeing a lot of the good things that we're doing. And we just appreciate your support, your financial support, and would love to have that again next year. Any questions at all? All right. Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. We've done that. He said. Sure. It's really a lot of. Okay, sorry.
God, I'm put on the spot.
Visit from Parker Aiden with the chamber. Hello.
I'm also here for money. So the Chamber of Commerce does a lot of the annual events in the community. Heritage Days, the car show, the carnival, the haunted house, art walk, and then Hometown Christmas, as well as Art of the Park at Heritage Park in June and July. And so every year we just ask the city for some funds to help with the most glamorous things, like getting porta pots, getting a tent for Heritage Days, kind of just, those logistical things that make the event run better. So in the past, we've asked for $4,000. That's what we're asking for again this year. We put that towards Heritage Days and the car show are the 2 biggest ones, but then also the carnival and Hometown Christmas are the kind of smaller ones. So I'm happy to take any questions if you have any, but they go towards just making the events better and enable us to do more at them.
Quick question.
Mhm.
The Heritage Days has gone back to June.
Yes.
Was there a reason for that? I'm just curious. It's not a.
Do you want to talk? The biggest thing, honestly, was when they first kind of came together, I think they were a little smaller and the fair had more livestock shows and not necessarily as much entertainment stuff. And so this year, as there's more new members on the fair board and they're doing more things and having live music basically every night, it was kind of like, okay, we don't, and there was talk of paid admission, which I don't think is happening anymore. But it was like, well, we don't want to do Heritage Days and have a bunch of free stuff and then take away from that and kind of cut them off at the knees. So a lot of it was just, we felt both events and organizations has kind of grown over the years and it was time to move them back. And, some people always liked having them separate because as many reasons as you can have to bring people to town on different occasions,
Right.
the better.
Right.
So between all those things, it just kind of made the most sense to the chamber board to separate them back into their own different weekends.
Sounds like a plan.
Well, fireworks we shot off during Heritage Days.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, not during fair and it's
Heritage
animals.
on that Saturday.
Yeah, and the Rotary Club
We already got it.
does that, and we're very grateful to them for organizing and sorting all the cans because it's expensive to blow things up for 15 solid minutes.
Yes, it is.
We've already signed the contract, so it's good to go.
All right. Thank you, Parker. All right. Now we've got Stephanie Webbing. Your turn.
I got your email. And I passed out everything to the guys.
Thank you. Ooh, this is nice paper stuff.
Thank you. Woo-hoo. Yeah.
So I'm here tonight to highlight that the Iowa Association of Municipal Utilities is presenting the city of Pocahontas with our dividend check this year. The dividend is $28,574.61. The report I passed around is the city of Pocahontas' dividend history, just so you kind of had an idea of where the dividend has been in the past. For those of you that are less familiar with the program, City of Pocahontas has been a part of the IAMU safety group since 1986. I have been involved in it since 2011. What's unique about the safety group is that they collect all of the premiums and insurance premiums for the different cities, and if they have a good year or not as many claims, they return the extra funds in the form of a dividend, which is what you're receiving now. This year they returned $6.8 million. So that is the second largest dividend that they have returned to the cities. And I think that is the largest dividend that City of Pocahontas has ever received. So if you look at that spreadsheet that I provided you, dividend history in the last 10 years, the City of Pocahontas has received just over $121,000 back in dividends. And in the last 20 years, almost $200,000 back in dividends for their insurance safety group program. So clearly the program is thriving. We're continuing to work on new things and new ways to save and help with different programs. It's no secret that insurance premiums have crept up over the last few years. So we're always looking for different things, and it's great to have the safety group. They help cities a lot with a lot of different programs. Is there any questions that you guys have for me in regards to that? It's not very often I get to bring money instead of me.
No.
And we
I
appreciate
second
it. Very much. We appreciate it.
Thank you guys.
Thank you. All right. Now, we want to discuss promoting, hiring, part-time. What we got going there?
This would be someone to help out the street department, the water department. It'd be a part-time seasonal type of thing. We've got the cemetery coming back to us. So some of it will be cemetery, some of it will be streets, water, garbage, wherever they're needed. We're looking at some retirements coming up, so we just need to start filling from the bottom and taking over more mowing and weeding, and that's a lot of time out
So
there.
the part-time, that is this job over here.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Is that existing description?
And you checked into child labor laws.
Yes.
They can, you can't, if you're under 16, you have to be supervised to run a lawnmower or a weed eater.
So we would work around that if they happen to be.
I think it's 18, isn't it? Debbie?
Well, if they have to be, if they're under 6 or under 18, they have to be supervised.
Right.
They have to have a supervisor with them.
Right.
I think at 18 to 19, then you can. I looked up some of it today and stuff, and that's what I was wondering. So
It would depend on their age, but they would be partnering with somebody full-time anyway. So it would be Scott or somebody.
But they wouldn't maybe be supervised the whole time if they're out mowing. Or
Well, I would rather have two out mowing the cemetery. That's what I'm thinking.
I would say maybe the age needs to be.
Okay, I can raise the age if you want me to.
That.
Okay.
I don't even think it has a
Did I put the
age listed on
I
here.
was, at one point I did.
I think the question is like, what population are we targeting? Because I think my mind goes that this is a temporary, seasonal, part-time job, right? And if our goal is to get younger individuals to help mitigate any losses we may have with retirement, we're really only applying to two categories of humans here. It's either people that spend their summers here and are retired, or high school or kids that are back from college. So I guess it's,
You're not gonna get very many college kids gonna work for $12 to $15 an hour.
No.
and they can't work until October, mostly. They go to
Right.
school. So I think it's what's our goal here, because I think what the population you're going to attract is going to be elderly retired individuals to fill that spot and meet those criteria. And that's not doing anything to mitigate retirement.
If we're doing that, just we'll keep doing what we're doing at the cemetery now, just hiring somebody to mow the cemetery.
Okay,
That's, yeah.
I can come up with an alternative way to go with cemetery if you want to do that, and then just wait on this.
We don't have any dates on retirements, nothing in stone that.
Nothing in stone, no.
Not that we.
Because another part of it is too, is that, I mean, hate to say it for hours, I mean, but if it's raining 2 days a week and you got somebody sitting there, you know, is it, you know, 20 hours a week, or is it 20 to 40 hours a week could be. But I mean, if it's raining Monday and Tuesday, there's no reason to have them standing around the shop.
No, they
And
won't.
stuff.
No.
So I mean, like I say, you know, so then it gets back into that, well, is it a full-time summertime job, or is it just as basically get on call? So you're basically, like Cody just said, we'd be better off to try to find somebody to mow the cemetery, pay them stuff. But
There are job descriptions I can go by for the cemetery if you want to go there. That's fine.
I do think if this position was to be discussed for street department, there's no duties related to that department on this job description either. It's all lawn care, maintenance, landscaping. Maybe you could make a case for clean up debris, but
I guess I would still, you know, would have said the street department would probably be under the street department. I mean, that portion of the city. I mean, yes, I know, I understand what you're saying also, Nicole. But
to me, this reads more like someone who's going to go mow the
Parks
fields and parks,
Yeah.
rec, that type of stuff, where it's not really like street cleaning or repairing or helping the crowd or anything along those lines.
Do the guys think we need to hire somebody part-time?
Yes.
We have done that in the past.
Okay.
You've worked a couple summers, haven't you?
Yeah, I did summer 23. I basically loaded stuff all summer.
So it is something that's done in the past.
Okay.
Can we also maybe get one of or both of the members of either of those departments to come and say like what they really need help with, as far as, is it really just seasonal temp work that they get bombarded in the summer? Is it something that we need to look at as a part-time full year type of thing? What the need really is.
Something you should reach out and at least
Yep.
Yeah.
get a list.
I can get that. You bet.
Get what they're actually wanting help for.
Okay.
And is there more than just
Oh, yeah.
this?
Okay.
details.
Yep.
Well, just a few more details.
That's okay. I can do that. So we'll table it for now.
I don't know if
Or
we've
make
got
it no
just this as a
motion, so,
discussion point, so we can
so we don't have to.
we don't have to
Just
do
need more
anything, but make it as a discussion point under old business next time.
Okay.
maybe, and-
Yep.
And go from there.
Sounds good.
Approved tax abatement for Hoping, Peterson, and Luft. Is that two Lufts?
Yeah.
Or
Same loft. He's putting the last two houses in. He's putting in 4, and we've been doing them as he brings them in. Now here, there's nobody in it.
last two that he put in,
Mm-hmm.
that's the little
Mhm.
move-ins.
ones?
Mm-hmm. They're here, but they're not.
They're not ready
There's
to
nobody
rock
in
and
it.
roll, that's for sure.
I have just, do we get tax abatements on other buildings than residential?
I would have to look. It's going to depend on where they're located.
I'm just wondering, with not being their homestead, are we still
I don't
giving tax abatements on
rentals.
the, yeah, that's what
I can check. I can check with them.
I'm good with the first two.
Okay.
This question.
Yeah, I can. Yep. So you're
And,
okay with Hoping and Peterson?
Hoping and Peterson, those are out to Prairie Estates.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right, how do we want to do that then? We
One
wanna
at a
do,
one at a time.
one at a time?
Yep.
All right, I need a motion for the hoping tax abatement.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Dewey,
I'll second.
Wes. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Any other discussion or anything on that? All right, motion carried. I need a motion for approving the tax abatement for Peterson.
Make a motion to approve the tax abatement for Peterson.
Oh, you did a second. Dewey? All in favor?
Aye.
Sounds good. Okay, now we've got to discuss and approve Prairie State mailbox purchase.
Are we making a motion to table Luff's then?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes,
I'm sorry.
Yep.
You're correct.
I'll do more research.
I'll make a motion to table
Lux.
Lux to, for now.
Second,
I will second that.
Dewey? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Now we can talk about the mailbox purchase.
This has been run through the postmaster and he was fine. This is the most similar to what is in phase one. They're compact is what they're called. So there's 8 mailboxes in each one. We would need 3 for every property that's out there. To get them to match and to get a couple of discounts.
What?
3.
Oh, 3.
Yeah. So the price is for all 3 would be just under 6,200.
So, the 3, so one will go with the 6 lots that are currently being built.
We would have to, the residents are kind of picking where they want them, so I can't say for sure at the moment. Because we thought about putting them all in one lot, and that was poo-pooed very quickly. So
So,
I'm in touch with all of them.
As of now, there's 2 of them. There's one about here and
Yeah.
one about here.
right.
We've got 4 people gonna be in there pretty quick.
And it's my understanding there's 6 back on the curve on the golf course side, and then there's how many lots coming on the other?
The east
Side
side,
road.
3 out of 4 are sold.
Yep.
I've got one guy looking at 4 of them on the west side.
Okay.
So the first one definitely will go down around that cul-de-sac. Peterson said we could put it in the south corner.
How many lots are there total?
23. Counting 1 is 24.
One has the well.
Yeah. One probably won't.
24 in the division itself.
In the
In the new division.
Yeah.
new division itself.
And there is, all of them are sold except for one on the golf course side.
Yes,
And
the
there's
50,000.
two sold on the
Yeah, Nedved's
West.
and, yeah,
three.
Yep.
Nevins have 2 lots and then.
Yep. and Punktorp is in.
That's where I'm going with like. So you need 2 of them down at the cul-de-sac because there's over 8 lots there.
And one will be down there for sure by Nedved's, the double lot.
You would probably spread them out.
Yeah, because they've been here over a year already and having to go to the post office.
Right. What I'm saying is there's a big old gap. I'm
That's
trying to
one
orient.
right there.
Right, that's where the golf cart building is for the golf house or the golf. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lots down by the cul-de-sac. So in my mind, there's 8 slots on a mail thing.
Mhm.
So only one needs to go down there. Then where Nedvids live, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lots there. Correct? So that's only 1. So in my mind, we only need 2, not 3.
Well, but then you've got all the 8 there on the east side.
What?
From Jesse Newgard going
Yeah,
north.
behind you. All along the pond.
I think that's where I'm confused on this diagram because
That's exactly how it sits, is the way he's got it.
this is okay. This is the cul-de-sac down here,
Mhm.
the circle drive.
The cul-de-sac is down.
Yep.
Mhm.
So along the, what would that be, west side of the road, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 lots.
And we've got somebody looking at 4 of them.
Okay, I got what you're saying here.
one person looking at 4 lots.
2 different houses. He'll put 2 going north-south and 2 going north-south beside each other. You're right, Nicole, though, 1 at one end, and 2 at the other end, and 1 in the middles.
So you need 24. Got it.
Which are all the other ones all full? The 2
For Prairie Estates?
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
out there now. They're
Yep.
full, so
As far as,
they could be used in slots in the future if there was more
If we
slots
need
added.
Yeah.
So if we approve these, do we need to get some prices to do concrete
yes,
for them?
Yeah.
Go out.
we need to go for bids.
Yes. Probably doesn't.
I don't know.
I think there's a dollar limit before we have to put bids out. I think it's 50,000.
Is it 50?
Yeah, it's 50,000 before we have to have a public bid. We'll go as local as we can.
Oh, yeah.
No, I have done work and I've had to do it on small
On small stuff, yeah.
small stuff, so
Okay, so do we want to approve purchase of the mailbox?
motion to approve purchase of 3 mailboxes for the Prairie Estates.
I will second that motion, and that way they're all the same.
Thank you.
Uh,
I have one question about
Yeah.
the Is there lights?
Yes, we have 22 lights going up.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's already was part of the.
Yep, they're already here.
They're here.
The guys just have to be back long enough to do it.
okay, so we have
All right.
the first and the second, so all in favor?
I
All opposed, same sign, it's carried. All right, now we're going to discuss approved CDL classes for Toby Rice. What do we need to do there?
So this is for him to take a week-long class up at Esterville, I think, Emmitsburg, one of those places. Battle Lakes, yeah, Emmitsburg campus. So 1,500 is the cost, 140 is for his online work, and then behind the wheel training is 1,360. So 28, 29, about 3.
And that's something he needs to
Yeah.
have.
Yes,
You should have had it.
should have had it a
Should have
long
had
time ago.
it, yeah, years ago.
So he has his permit. He passed all those tests to get his permit. That's what this copy is.
Okay.
And
We've
now
already
he's,
discussed this once, and I thought he was doing it.
well, several rounds.
The total program cost is $1,500.
Plus those other 2. So
Well, it says total program cost 15,
that's to go to the
online
class.
140, and then on campus 13.
Yeah. It's all 3 of those.
I'm not sure it is.
no, because 1360 plus 140 equals the 1500.
That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
That's what
The online
so
the online
be
portion is
better.
140, and then behind the wheels 1360. So total is 1500.
I think that's
I'm okay with that.
yeah.
That sounds more
Reasonable.
reasonable.
Yeah.
I knew it went up, so sorry.
Uh, So do we need a motion for Kobe to take the CDL classes?
I would just, the only thing I would say is to make sure that he has manual transmission
Yes.
experience also, because if you test with the automatic, that's all you can drive is an automatic. And
We've talked.
some of the older trucks still have shifters.
Still have a clutch?
You know, but yeah, okay.
We need to put a stipulation on, like, if this is opening us up to potential issues as far as him not having his CDL, do we need to say that we recommend the course should be done in X amount of time?
I don't think we need to. We'll just set it up when the school has it available and he'll go.
I think we should say that he should go to the next.
So then,
Yes.
Okay.
yeah, I agree.
Especially if it's been discussed before, I think it's something that we need to start
Okay.
getting done.
Somebody want a motion?
I'll make a, go ahead.
I will make a motion that we approve the CDL class for Colby at the next available date.
Available date. Okay. Second?
I'll second.
Nicole? All right. All in favor?
I'd say.
Opposed? Motion carried.
I will sign up in the record.
Okay. Consider the upgraded folder attachments for the City Hall copier.
Yes, the one we have is from 2007. It's an instant $500 if we have to have them come over and work on it. It's ancient. We can only fold one piece of paper in it. And sometimes we are asked to put another piece in there. So that turns an 1.5-hour process into a 4-hour process because we have to hand stuff all the utility bills.
You gotta hand stuff them anyway. You just
No.
don't hand fold them.
No, they go in the envelope when they fold on that machine.
With this new.
No, with the one
With
we
the one
have,
we have.
but it only does one sheet. So if we put multiple sheets in there, like the fire department fundraiser, chamber wanted to put a flyer in there, Mary Jo likes to put flyers in there. That is all a hand stuff. So it takes us from an 1.5 hours to 4
When
hours.
you're sending out a bill with just one sheet,
Mhm.
you can run it now, but
Yep.
like I get.
Well, we can run it about 10, then it jams.
No, but I mean, you can't run, like I get a bill that I get 2 sheets in it.
We have to
You have to
hand
hand
stuff
stuff
you.
those, but if
Yep.
you're doing a group of bills, say 200,
Mhm.
that with 4 sheets in it, the new one would do that. The old
Mhm.
one will not do that.
Yeah. The old one, or the one we have, gets jammed about every 10 to 12 sheets. So then there's 10, 15 minutes of tinkering with it, and then you go 10 or 12 and it does it again. So I mean, either way, this one is just a pain in the neck, if I can be honest. It's just horrible. It's way past its time.
Is,
We lease the copier. This is the same company we would possibly lease this through.
You're asking for this to be in the 26-27 budget, correct?
Yep. So I won't
So-
order it until after July.
I'm not, well, is there a reason we're having the discussion right now? Isn't this something we
because we're
should
doing
just
budget.
discuss
we're
during
doing
a,
budgets.
We're doing budget.
are we gonna do a budget workshop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we should have the discussion.
This needs to be approved so I can get it rolling. We just wouldn't.
I can't approve this without knowing where the budget is in general for the next budget. I can't approve this to be part of a budget that I don't know what the budget looks like yet.
I say we need to try to get it in, see if we can get it in the budget.
Yeah,
If it's
that's
something if we can budget it in.
agreed. I think we need to, but I can only have that conversation when I know all the pieces of the budget, and I don't know all the pieces of the budget without having our budget workshop yet.
This can be split between all the departments because the utility bills include all the departments. So
Yeah.
keep that in mind. It's not just one department.
But it's
Taken on this expense.
it's one of the items you would like to be
Yes.
budgeted.
Yes.
Correct.
Really, we can't prove anything now. It's if we get it in the budget.
Okay.
I think that needs to be a continuing, put that under old business.
Okay.
And we can look at it again after we've looked at budgets.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right, next. For resolution, or do we need to do that as a table or just leave that? I don't think so. Do
We can approve, so this is like what we were talking about with 6. This doesn't need a resolution.
we? Number 10?
Correct. It's just a policy and the complaint form. So as long as everyone's good with what the policy says and what the complaint form is drafted as, it's something that we can just start enacting. But I know Laura mentioned something that more verbiage needed to be added, so I don't know what that is.
Just that it doesn't need to be a resolution. We just make it a policy as long as everybody's okay with the complaint form. It will start out on the counter at City Hall as a hard copy, and residents can come in and pick it up. Eventually, it will probably go on the website, but for right now, we're gonna start hard copy. Is really all.
So there was nothing added to the policy itself.
No.
We'll just get rid of the resolution at the top and have the complaint form.
We don't really need to do anything with that then either, do we?
As long as everybody's okay with the complaint
We
form.
vote on.
We'll just vote to enact the policy and accept the form as written. I'll make a motion to do that. I don't remember what I said, but exactly what I said.
I'll second.
Nicole and Cody.
So basically, there's three ways we do.
Yeah.
We do a motion, which is a simple decision. Resolution is, and then there's ordinance. So that's basically.
Ordinances are the big deal.
Yeah.
So it doesn't need to be a resolution. It's just a simple decision.
Yeah.
We vote on it.
Okay, so we've got the policy, Nicole and Cody. Do we need to take a vote then?
We have to take votes on motions, but I don't think they're gonna hurt nothing. Everybody says aye.
Yeah.
All in favor?
I'm in favor.
Aye. That's basically your roll call. Anybody nay?
All right. So we've got that one done, and now we're gonna do number 11, cemetery.
So look at the new one. It's got a staple on it. 3 pages. It was probably the last piece of paper you were given. Ryan rewrote it, and I sent it early this morning.
Yeah.
His verbiage is better than mine. So
His,
I am confused though, because between the two of them, they're kind of stating different things.
he's got more legal terms.
Right. And they serve two separate purposes in my mind. The resolution that Ryan wrote is covering all of our bases with the fact that we're kind of getting away from having a cemetery maintenance crew. That is my understanding, is that it basically says like Donald and John are no longer in charge of maintaining the cemetery and they have no liability from this point forward. Whereas the one that you wrote is more of a, we're going to take care of it, but plot purchases are still going through Powers Funeral Home, and we're not liable for any destruction to tombs and all that, where that part is not in the one that Ryan wrote. So in my mind, these are kind of,
You want to combine them?
they're kind of separated in what they're addressing.
Is cemetery maintenance, is it in our code?
No. Because it's been with these two gentlemen almost 40 years.
I don't know that.
It's not in the code.
There's not
nothing in
cemetery
the code.
maintenance in the code.
That's how this
Are
was
you looking that
started.
up?
in our code of ordinances?
Yes.
It's ours, but not the state's code of ordinances.
No, in our code of ordinances. I just mean if we're
I
changing.
couldn't find one. Yeah.
If it is,
Then we just update it.
It's just cemeteries only related to speed regulations in our codes.
Yeah.
Now, whether there was a resolution passed since this code was, I can't tell you, but
So we can look at consolidating them like we've done with the other ones.
yeah, I think it's just adding what this was addressing into this, because I think this covers our bases as far as kind of getting rid of those individuals taking care of it and covering themselves from not being held liable for anything going forward. But I definitely think that, especially if we pursue a part-time individual that may be younger, I want to make sure we're covered as far as no damage to any structures out there and not being able to take that on. And then I also want to make sure that Powers still have their ability to handle all of the plots and such. I also think it's worth noting that, like, with this, right, like John, I know personally has done a lot out there. And so, like, if there's a death and it's negative 30 degrees outside and it's a Saturday night, you have to go out there and know which side that you're flagging correctly so that the boys that dig don't get traumatized, especially if there's another little blonde boy out there walking the backhoe. So I need to make sure that we have someone in charge that can discern which direction
Oh, yeah,
needs to be dug.
we can do that.
Okay, so we're actually gonna table this though, correct?
I think so.
Yeah.
Motion to table,
Make motion to table this cemetery.
second,
We'll second that.
Cody and Nicole. All in favor?
Right.
All right. That is the bulk of tonight's meeting. Any reports?
I would like to, as long as Steph is still sitting here.
Yep.
And like I say, we're going to be sending through our budget.
Mhm.
We need to look at our premiums. You know, what we're paying for premiums. I mean, I was looking at some stuff and here a while back, and I mean, we've got some equipment on the thing that I don't know if we even have it on. Should we even be paying premiums on it? I mean,
Right,
you got
right.
you got a 30-year-old pickup or stuff like that, you know, and you got $1,000 deductible on collision or comprehensive and collision or whatever it is. The pickup ain't worth $1,000. So
I've given out the items for Dave and them to do an
Okay.
inventory.
Yeah.
Those just came in today, so.
okay.
But you still need that, don't you? Steph, you need the list of,
Drivers, vehicles.
Yes, it provided the list to be reviewed
Mhm.
and then back to me, so then we can have a discussion about, what needs updated, what we want to remove, what we need to adjust, and then I think the goal is to have a committee so we can present some different options and some different ideas, deductibles, changes, things that we can address for the upcoming renewal. April
can
1st.
we do a, I don't suppose we can do that tonight, can we? Volunteers for an insurance committee.
I've been asking about that for 4 meetings to be on the
I know.
agenda.
It needs to be on the,
I would volunteer, but if we need to.
Okay.
If we need to get it on the next,
it needs to
I
be
can put it-
on the
to
next
get it on the
Got it,
next
got it.
agenda. to
so
get
that
it-
we can
to
get a
Right.
committee going.
And then when can we also have a budget meeting?
Budget workshop that needs to be everybody. You and I are gonna go over it again tonight, correct?
Okay.
With you.
Oh,
I just got some questions of what I want to look at. I'm sure Dewey probably does too. I would anticipate takes very long tonight. But we need to, do we need a special
Yes,
meeting
Absolutely, we do.
Yeah.
for
let's look at the
budget?
calendar.
yes.
Let me get my calendar.
For basically a workshop.
A budget workshop.
So that it can be posted and
Per our code, we're already not making that deadline.
Well,
We're not gonna have quorum tonight though. So, for the budget part.
unless everybody wants to stay.
We can't, we haven't posted it within
Yeah.
24 hours.
I know.
But
I just,
in our code, we have deadlines that we're not making relating to the budget.
and
Has our code been updated to reflect the changes?
I
in the
have
law?
updated
Okay.
it.
Yeah,
hang on, back
Sorry.
up just a second. Because what our code says is that the initial budget needs to come to the council by February 15th, which means it's not what's going to the state, it's not what's going to anybody else, but this council needs to have the budget by February 15th. I think that is written in the code for a reason. Did you change this?
Yes.
That is wrong.
Possible. I mean, we can't change it
You
officially.
can't
No,
change that. Do
That's
not
just my
change
copy.
that.
No,
We can't do that. But that's where it needs to say February 15th. And actually, there are a lot of communities, a lot of towns, even in Pocahontas County, who start having their budget meetings in January, which is a really good idea because we're going to run into some stuff at the next meeting of this workshop that everybody's going to go, are you kidding me? And I think that's because we do have to have it to the state by March
12th.
something or other.
I think it's the 12th.
Is it the 12th? That's not giving us much time to work on that.
And we also have to have it posted X amount of days before we adopt it, which we're in
No more than
20
20.
and 10.
but no less than 10, and
Yep.
it's
4. It's 4 duty.
I gotta read it exactly to.
The time is creeping up on us.
Yes, it is.
And-
It's
and I've-
agreed.
We've all asked for this to be important, and that
And
hasn't
it-
happened
it-
yet.
it-
So
This next year we're gonna start in January.
we need to set a special meeting for sure.
Just in my 2 years that I've been on council, nothing has been done. So I don't even know the right way to do it because it's.
And I
This year
understand
we're
that.
doing it different. Yeah.
Yes,
so
I just mean even.
Yeah.
Uh,
it's coming back in house for the most part this year.
And it needs to, because this council needs to know exactly where the money is going.
Mhm.
All right, when do we want to try and do it? I mean, who's got what available or not?
As the stuff came back, each department of
Mhm.
what they,
Mhm. Mhm.
so we have
I
everything.
got the PD's
So
information.
we have
too.
everything we need.
Yeah.
To have a workshop to
Yeah.
talk about their requests.
Yep. Yep.
Well, I don't have Thursday break. Other than that, and the 25th and 26th, I'll be in a break.
We'll go on the 27th. So either Friday the 20th or Monday the 23rd. Just do Monday at our 4:30 time.
We can do that.
You want to do that?
Workshop after our meeting.
No, we don't have a
The
meeting.
23rd.
Oh,
It's a big
okay.
workshop.
Yours is, okay.
It's a special.
Does that work for everybody?
Is that open?
Yeah.
For the,
It can be, it's gotta be posted and it's,
right.
We got enough time.
I'm pretty sure we'll put up.
Oh, yeah, we're okay.
But
Yeah.
the likelihood of anybody coming is,
They won't probably come for the work. They will when it gets posted.
yeah. which one?
But this first part we won't.
Can what time do you get off class?
On that Monday, the 23rd. Earliest I could be here would be 3:45.
If we do it at 4, we can start with,
Like,
when
yeah.
everybody's not here, we can start getting stuff.
You're still
lined up and
a couple
But-
pages ahead of what these guys have been
Right,
seeing.
right.
So
and
So, yeah, that works. That's
we
fine.
can start at 4, but just to get, I don't know how long you're thinking. Couple hours.
I don't think it'll take that long.
Okay.
I really
And
don't.
then if you don't
I
think
really don't.
if you don't think it's gonna take that long, I'm
really
fine
don't.
with 4:30. I just don't wanna.
We can start at 4.
It's going to take a good hour minimum.
4:30, then that will give everybody time to get off work.
That's fine. If you don't think it's gonna be, if you're thinking an hour or a little more.
I'm thinking probably an hour to an hour and a half will get us a really good start. A
we're not
really
talking
good start.
2 hours each. hours.
yeah. Oh,
No, I don't want it. And like I said before, we get going too much past an hour and people start getting cranky, don't you, Dewey?
Your brain will be charged what your butt will endure.
Okay, do we have any reports? Anybody need police?
Yeah, so for the police,
come on over, Dalton, please.
okay. All we have is last year Moffett Animal Shelter spent $13,000 on animals from Pocahontas County. We're part of that, so we'd love to see some money in the budget plan for protecting our costs, especially for Moffett. Alex, he said he can get a presentation about all the shelter has done, and we would need a solid place for the animals to go. We can't find an owner, which has happened multiple times throughout last year. So that's all we got.
All right.
All
Thank you.
right.
Yeah.
City clerk? Anybody on the council got anything you want to talk about?
Go ahead, Steph.
Are you guys saying for the next meeting you want to form the committee, or do I need to have stuff met with the committee to present stuff?
Probably 4.
I think-
That's what we're thinking.
Form the committee and then I can make the committee after.
Yep.
We have to have things figured out before April 1st. Is that correct?
Yes.
When our new premiums will be due April 1st.
Yes, I would love to meet with the committee right in the beginning of March.
Okay, that'd be
Right.
fantastic.
So our next meeting is March 2nd. We can, is that correct?
Can we put the item on the 23rd agenda?
A special is usually only one line.
No, I don't think we can.
A special is just one item.
The second is fine, and then I schedule.
And then we
Being
can,
a workshop.
I was gonna say, if we're labeling as a special meeting versus if we're labeling it as a workshop, I think is where that would
Yeah.
differentiate.
Special is one line, workshop can be.
it's up to you guys how you want to label it. If you want to label it as a.
Well, if Steph is fine with it just being on the next meeting, just do it that way and do
I'll
it
do
as
a
a
lot
budget.
of the legwork done before I meet.
Yeah, and I'll get all the guys' stuff back to you so you can. March probably works better for bringing her stuff.
All right. Anybody else got anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna sound like a broken record because I feel like my report has been the same every time we've given reports so far. I'm going to once again make formal requests for the next agenda to include discussing the social media and website, discussing how we set agendas and how those agendas are going out. The past 3 emails that have been sent out to council, I have not received. I wouldn't have received this packet if I didn't message you as you were leaving town saying, hey, are you sending out the packet before you leave town? Last meeting, I didn't get the packet. I had to come in here and get a physical one. So we need to approach that. All of this stuff I've asked before. I've asked to put together points of contact for our supporting actors. I've asked for a budget work session. I've asked for monthly and quarterly reports from our support. I've asked to discuss how we notify people of attendance to meetings. I've asked to discuss getting a folder together with templates and letterhead. I've asked how we communicate with our citizens. I've verbally requested it every meeting, and then I've also put it in written form and emails when I get emails before putting the agenda together every meeting as to what needs to be on the agenda. And it's always removed for other things that are not pressing. So at this point, I need that to be on the agenda next time, or I will look into filing complaints for my request not being put on the agenda.
Laura, what I would like you to do, Nicole, is this the email? Is this one of them that you're talking about? I'm assuming.
Yeah, so the past 2 meetings, usually it's been the Monday before. One time it was Laura, one time it was Kyle, reached out and said, like, what notes do you have as far as what needs to be on the agenda? So I've taken time out of my personal time to review all of my notes, to put together things that we need to follow up on and things that all of us have discussed as to new items. I send it to them. They've both said, clarified any questions. And then when we get the agenda, and like I said, both times I haven't gotten the agenda and the packet until after business hours into the weekend. So then I've seen that none of that information has been transferred over to things that we've all requested to be discussed.
Maybe what I will do is I want to be carbon copied on emails that come into City Hall. I want to be carbon copied so that I get everything. And then once the agenda and everything is made and ready to go, why don't you send it to me and I will send it out to everyone except Dewey and Grover
Okay.
because they want hard copies.
Yep, yep.
That I will get it to the rest of us. Does that sound okay?
Okay.
Because
Sounds like it's a computer, honestly, a filter issue somewhere in there.
Well, and honestly, there's a list that we can put together that you can tag the list in a BCC and it will go to everyone every time. You don't have to worry about putting everyone's individual email into that.
right.
Because
And
somewhere
that's
along the line it's
probably
not
what I
getting
will
there.
do.
Yeah.
Because it has to be blind copied.
Yeah.
To be sent out.
I also think that like the time to put that agenda and get those notes is tomorrow, so that way you can work for the next 2 weeks to get the information so that we can discuss it and we're not getting information on Saturday and Sunday of changes that need to be made and it being so rushed at the end. As long as we can get the at least structure of the notes that of everything we talked about tonight, then we have that time to
Well,
put that together.
That's where the minutes need to be part of that structure. Once you need to get those done as fast as you can and send them to me. I will send them out to everybody and we will take a look, except Dewey and Grover. And we'll take a look at them. Anybody that has any problems, questions, whatever, you can get back to me or Kyle or Laura and we can go from there. Does that sound like a plan?
Yeah.
Because I'd be more than happy to do that.
There's just all discussions that we continue to have and need to have, and they're playing parts into other decisions that we're making, and we're not following up on that stuff. And so it's time that we start wrapping some of those things.
Yes. Some of these resolutions have been drug out way too long. Okay. Anything else?
I do have something.
Okay.
So James has offered their services for more training for all of us.
James who?
Rowan at the
Okay.
hospital. So he would like to extend an invitation to an educational event that the hospital can host for our hospital board and the city board related to responsibilities of board members in the public setting, along with how the Iowa Code recognizes relationships between the city council and hospital boards. Please let me know if there's any interest. Thanks, James. So he sets these up. They have them about twice a year regularly at the hospital. We've sat through one a few years ago, and it does kind of draw things out from their side and how we all do counter work together for the city.
When would this be?
I can find out from him when he's going to have the next one. He's just curious if we want to be included.
I would very much.
Okay. All righty. And you're okay with it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I will relay that to him. Then I just have notes. Last week, Kyle and I both had online training and reading meters and payroll, and last week was crazy. So thank you for understanding. I do have a finance class tomorrow online. Last Thursday, we spent all day on a main break on the northeast side. We're still cleaning that up. Electric is in West Bend for generator inspections. Then they're going to Grettinger, and Clint has his journeyman test Thursday, so that's good. We'll have a full journeyman there. Meters were read and uploaded. The bills will be out by the 1st. We do have the credit card machine. If somebody comes in and asks to use it, we do have a way to take it. We're working at maybe putting it on the website eventually and attaching it so you can make your payments online. But we're not there yet if we do all this website stuff. So just kind of giving a little update of what's going on in our world.
Training for you and Derek. How is Derek getting fully trained for his reading meters type stuff?
Yep. Okay. We still have about 65 finicky water meters that give us grief every month, but we're down to 65. Like we were way up.
And we're working with the individuals in which bills are being affected by those meters.
Yeah, it's not so much. It goes back to the resident. We go and fix it, but it's just not a quick read like the rest of them. It's just time on our end. So we're narrowing it down.
Did you get the bill to the law enforcement center?
Yep.
Have they gotten yours? Okay, good. I haven't seen it yet.
This new one hasn't come out now. They're just being read. So,
Right.
Yep.
But the last.
Yep.
The last one.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else?
Sorry. That's all I got.
Motion to adjourn?
I will second it.
All in favor?
I
Anybody opposed? Sorry, that was a joke. Not a very good one. Motion carried. Let's get out of here.
Still by the grin on your face.
Sorry.
All right, kids, that was fun. What do I need for the budget? What do you want me to go get?
Let me pull budget stuff.
See ya.